the first time. You got it?
I started it,
Okay,
yeah.
that's good. All right, so all the things you're doing look great. When you get to the section of, I'm gonna release around this right hip now. We did a couple things. I love what you're doing with the tennis balls in front here. Whatever you, this way, this way, this way. Just get in there. I felt that stuff. Release that the best you can. And then go ahead and use the Pokeball in the way that you were exploring. After you've done those two things, that's just an awesome moment to go, you know what? I'm gonna release into child's pose now and know that there's close knee child's pose. There's here, there's here. You can try all of them. If you want to hang out in the one that feels like, well, this feels like the best one for me and I'm gonna hang out here for a minute, get yourself a little block or something so you can just rest your head. And if you have someone at home that's willing to put some pressure on your sacrum right here, that's a nice addition. So that's how we combine the release work with child's pose. Now, we just added on to your core work by adding in the bandhas. If you're wanting to get a little bit more feedback on that chest expansion, you can just lay a little belt down when you lay down so that you have, you know, a little feedback on where am I supposed to expand my chest? Right? It's supposed to do that on the exhale or at the end of the exhale. So that might be helpful for you. So the first one you're going to do is to have your arms overhead, elbows straight if you can, 15% pressure into the back of the hands. This is dorsiflexion of the ankles. As soon as you press the hands and engage the feet, the core wakes up. Then we ask for a deep breath in, and then on the out breath, you tuck your chin down and you close the throat. That's the neck lock. After you've closed the throat and all the breath is gone, you pretend to take little sips of air that create a chest expansion with no air coming in. That creates a vacuum right here, and then you add closure of the pelvic floor. You hold the breath out as long as feels comfortable for you. It might feel a little edgy to hold the breath out, but you'll be okay. After you can't hold the breath out any longer, you release the pelvic floor, you release the diaphragm, and you release the neck, and you let the breath flow back in. You might do that a couple times to just wake up the core, and then when you're ready, you can just start to work right from here. You can, and I even leave the dorsiflexion here. You can exhale, press into the back of the right hand, pick up the left foot. Inhale, press into the back of the left hand, pick up the right foot. All of that with the same attention that you've had, no pooching of the belly, this drawing in, drawing on anything you felt like you learned from doing that bandha, and also visualizing psoas coming right to center. So after I've done a bit of that, then I'm ready to work on bridging in the same way. I'll leave my heels right there, lifted, hands pressed, taking a deep breath in to lift the hips. I'm going to exhale and do the same thing. Set my neck, expand through the rib cage, close the pelvic floor, and just hold the breath out and feel everything just like, whoo, really torched alive in there. And we might do that a couple of times. Usually we have to take 2 or 3 breaths in between to recover after a bandha. And then after you've done that, you've woken everything up in that pattern, same idea. Here I'm going to bring my feet in closer though. I'm not going to lift the toes because I really want to be with inhaling, lifting up into my bridge, and on the exhale now I'm shifting my weight a bit to the right foot and pressing into the back of the left hand. On the inhale, I come back to center. I press into the back of the right hand and shift my weight a bit into the left foot. Just trying to keep the hips level. Back and forth several times. You decide, like if you can do a 5-minute workout with those two things combined, awesome. If you're in it for 10 minutes, bonus points. When you're ready though, you just exhale, release, and this would be the best moment to start doing all your stretches, right? Getting your hips up on the roller and stretching things out in all those ways that we worked with. You good?
Good.
All right.
All right.